So you have found the one. And now you're looking for an engagement ring as unique and one of a kind as she is. For over 45 years, Chilson Jewelers in downtown Cambridge have been bringing couples closer together with our vast, beautifully designed bridal selection. Our custom design specialists will help you every step of the way, ensuring it will be the ring she has been dreaming about. Chilson Jewelers, your custom design specialists in downtown Cambridge.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique, specially trained approach to orthodontic treatment with Invisalign and braces. They love getting to know their patients personally and take the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best treatment possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see if Embrace Orthodontics is right for you. More online at embracemn.com.
Let me ask you a few questions. Are you looking for a new home? Have you been looking at listings not finding what you want? Have you found a home, fallen in love with the home and location, and then bam, you're outbid? Maybe multiple times. Maybe it's time to look at a new home. Brand new. A floor plan designed to fit your lifestyle, your needs. I'm talking about factory-built homes, modular and manufactured. It is a perfect time to stop in and see the experts at Factory Home Center. Do not be outbid again.
Welcome into WCMP's production of high school basketball. And now let's head to the court with Game Day Gilman.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to another broadcast of playoff boys basketball here on KBEK, not WCMP tonight. This one's on KBEK. I want to thank you so much for joining in here this evening, whether you're listening to this on the radio at 95.5 FM, KBEK, or online at kbek.com. Of course, audio only on kbek.com. This game between the Big Lake Hornets and the Princeton Tigers here in this Section 5 3A semifinal game between these two teams. The winner will go on to the championship game next Friday, and they'll face the winner of Becker and Monticello. Looking at these two teams coming into tonight, my goodness, Princeton, what a season. 24-1 on the year. Big Lake 15-12. Princeton scores 84 points per game, and they only allow 66. Meanwhile, Big Lake scores 70 points per game, and they allow 68. Looking at Princeton and their offense, man, are they one of the most high-scoring offenses in the class, in all of Class 3A, actually. And as I look through the entire class of 3A, the only other team that scores higher than them is Columbia Heights in Section 4 3A. So Princeton, a very high-powered, high-flying offense here. And they look to get the victory here tonight over Big Lake and make their stamp on the move to the championship game, of course, next Friday. But on the other side, for the Big Lake Hornets, they're looking to get an upset victory. These two teams played twice in the season in the conference, in the Mississippi 8 Conference, and Princeton won both of those games. So Big Lake looking for an upset here tonight. Again, Big Lake on the season, 15-12 on the year, 7-5 in the section. Princeton 12-0, and in the conference, Big Lake went 7-7. They started out the year a bit of a rough patch. They went 1-3 to begin the year, and then they had a nice stretch there where they went 3-1, so tied their record at 500, even at 4-4. And then it was kind of back and forth between the wins and losses. They'd win one, lose one, win two, lose about two, and then that's kind of how their rest of the season went. They did win their last two games over Monticello and Becker. Becker, the number 2 seed in these playoffs, so might be something to watch out for. But they beat St. Francis in the first round this past Wednesday, 65-60, to get here tonight to take on the Princeton Tigers. As for the Princeton Tigers, again, 24-1 on the season, 12-0 in the section, and they were undefeated in the conference play as well, 14-0. Their only loss on the year was to Orono, 76-74, so 2 points away, well, 3 points really, from being undefeated on the year, and I don't know the last time we had a team go undefeated on the season or only have one loss on the season. So this Princeton team, very high flying, and they can score a lot of points. And a lot of times you might think that a team who scores that many points isn't really as good on defense, but let me assure you, this team is so very much in the Princeton Tigers. They can bring the defense when they need to, and they have here this year, and they'll look to do that again here this evening. Princeton is the number 1 seed, so they'll be the home team. Big Lake the away team, so they are the lower seed. And Princeton, we haven't been able to cover them this year, unfortunately, but this is our first game, and I tell you what, I am excited. They've got a lot of young men who played on their football team this past season, and their football team did pretty darn well. And they've got a young man who is off to play D1, I do believe. So this team is talented. Not only this Princeton team in general, but this section is as well. And you look at the standings in this section of Section 5-3A, and it is packed with talent. Princeton, yes, you might look and go, okay, well, they are definitely leading the section, and they're definitely probably one of the best teams in the section. But yes, when you look at who they've played, and they've obviously played their conference opponents twice, but when you look at it, they beat Big Lake by 9 or 8 points one time. Then the other time they played, they only beat them by 20. So you look at it and it goes, Big Lake might be the underdogs here, but that just might be what Big Lake wants. Again, they're a very good team as well, and their defense can be just as good as this Princeton one. But then we look at the matchups between Becker and Princeton, and both of those games, my goodness, were close. The first time they played, it was a 7-point win for Princeton, but then the last time they played, it was only a 4-point win for Princeton. So this section right here, I think, is one of the most difficult in this class of 3A, and I'm excited for this game here tonight between these two teams, and here at beautiful Cambridge Isani High School in the gymnasium here this evening. This game starting at about 6 p.m. That's when we're set for tip-off. And it should be a good one between these two teams. I'm excited for this one. Of course, the winner will go on and play in the championship game next Friday, right back here at Cambridge Isani High School against either Becker or Monticello. So we'll have to wait. I'll try to get you updates from that. Well, maybe I won't. That game starts at 8 p.m., and that will be played right here at Cambridge Isani High School. Maybe if I look at the bracket, I might be able to see that. But it looks like we're just about set for our starting lineups and our national anthem. So while we wait those, we'll get a word from our fine sponsors, and when we come back, we'll be set for tip-off here at Cambridge Isani High School for this Section 5-3A basketball matchup between the Princeton Tigers and the Big Lake Hornets. Hanson Power and Lighting is your complete service electrical contractor, servicing residential and commercial for service calls, remodels, and new construction in your community. Now offering backup generator setups, electrical vehicle chargers, service upgrades, and underground feeders to outbuilding and pole sheds. Have an electrical project that needs a professional to handle it? Then let the experts take care of it for you. That's Hanson Power and Lighting. Give them a call, 612-369-5991. Experience pure performance and exhilarating power with the full line of Yamaha YZ two-stroke bikes. Visit Larson Cycle today to explore what's new for 2022. The revised YZ125 makes for the perfect step-up machine, featuring an all-new engine, revised 6-speed transmission, new brakes and suspension settings, improved rider ergonomics with a new aggressive styling, and more. The YZ250 also delivers improved rider ergonomics, new front and rear brakes, updated suspension settings, and aggressive styling. For a truly race-inspired look, check out the YZ250 and YZ125 Monster Energy Yamaha Racing Editions. And for the next generation of riders, YZ65, YZ85, and the YZ85LW deliver big specs in a smaller package. Visit Larson Cycle, find your Yamaha YZ, and enter the victory zone today. Dress properly for your ride with a helmet, eye protection, riding jacket, or long sleeve shirt, long pants, gloves, and boots. Do not drink and ride. It is illegal and dangerous.
Keep it clean at Maytag Laundry, with locations in North Branch, Pine City, Cambridge, and Mora. Whether you have rugs that need cleaning, quilts, or comforters, no job is too big for the machines at Maytag Laundry. Your items will look brand new. Whatever you need clean, the machines at Maytag Laundry are up for the task. So when you need to keep it clean, look to the big machines at Maytag Laundry in North Branch, Pine City, Cambridge, and Mora.
Great homes start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with the mortgage from Northwoods Bank. Northwoods Bank is a community bank that knows the neighborhood. We have personalized home lending solutions, and with our rapid mortgage, apply online at northwoodsbank.com 24/7. Be approved in 20 minutes and be in your dream home sooner. Think local when it comes to your banking solutions. Northwoods Bank, we make it happen for you. Northwoods Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
Pizza Barn in Princeton is more than just pizza. From roasted chicken and chocolate-covered cheesecake to gyros, soup, and sandwiches, the Pizza Barn is the place to stop. Not in Princeton? Check out their Facebook to see where their new food truck is at. Having a grad party this summer? Pizza Barn does catering too. Get creative. Sit down with the crew at Pizza Barn and create a meal to remember specific to your event. Your options are endless. Nothing brings people together like good food. Make it memorable with the Pizza Barn. Good food, good mood. Go Tigers!
Premier Real Estate Services in Princeton wants to help you get into your forever home, cabin, or property you've been wanting to buy. From in-town or country living to waterfront properties, hunting shacks, or land, Premier Real Estate Services is your local realtor that will truly go beyond your expectations in finding your new home or selling your home. Visit them online today at premierhomesearch.com to view current listings or give them a call at 763-317-7517 to list your home today.
At Riverside Chiropractic and Acupuncture in Princeton, Dr. Rail is passionate about making people feel better through his chiropractic care. From adjustments to quality care for athletes of all ages. For acute pain to maintenance care, back pain and headaches, it's your chiropractic care for the whole family here at Riverside Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Also providing DOT, CDL physicals. Visit them online at riversidechiropractic.com or call 763-389-9242 today.
Rydberg & Sons is your local family-owned and operated excavation company. From Class 5 and custom gravel crushing to shoreline restoration, Rydberg & Sons are your guys. They'll also do grading, build site preparation, demolition, graveling of roads, and much more. Need fill? They got you covered from boulders or gravel to recycled blacktop and concrete. So whether you're building, demolishing, landscaping, or have a muddy driveway, call the crew at Rydberg & Sons at 320-629-2503. Rydberg & Sons, we move the earth.
Back here on 95.5 FM, KBEK. Audio only for the playoffs. Your starting lineups here for the Big Lake Hornets will be Carson Coons wearing number 1, number 11, Cade Layton, and then number 21, Joe Stepp, number 22, John O'Brien, and number 24, Mitchell Hill. The Hornets are head coached by Tom Critchley. Then on the other side here, for the Princeton Tigers, it'll be number 1, Cooper Nowak, number 3, Evan Schimming, number 12, Ben Hallberg, number 14, Hayden Stay, and number 33, Christian Williams. This section 5 3A matchup between the Hornets and the Tigers just about set to begin. Hornets in their white jerseys and shorts, Princeton in their black jerseys and pants. Just about set for tip-off here. It looks like it'll be Hallberg as well as Carson Coons at half court to get ready for tip-off. And here we go. The Hornets win the tip-off, and winning it is Joe Stepp. Joe Stepp, he'll give it off now to Hill. Hill at the top of the key, tries to give it inside to Coons. Coons, open lane to the basket, up and in for 2, and the Hornets will strike first. 2-0 early here for the Hornets. Now Nowak on the far side for Princeton, trying to drive inside, stops, looks, gives it inside here to Ben Hallberg. Hallberg stops, gives it off now to Schimming. Schimming drifts to the near side on the elbow, now gives it all the way over to Nowak. Nowak at the top of the key. He wants to drive inside, drives inside, a physical drive, puts it up off the glass, in for 2. And Princeton will tie it up at 2. 2-2. O'Brien now with it, gives it off in the near side corner to Stepp. Stepp drifting towards the top of the key. He'll give it off there to O'Brien. O'Brien now back to Coons. Coons driving inside. He gives it off on the far side there to Layton. And now in the near side corner to Stepp. Stepp goes all the way across court for Layton for 3, and that is good. Layton for 3. Makes it 5-2, and then knocked away by the Hornets on the other side, and they get the rebound, and now taking it to the basket is Coons, and trying to get the rebound. Fight for the rebound, and the Hornets are going to hold on to it as it was last touched by, no, they're going to say it was the Hornets who last touched it, so Princeton will get it back. It's 5-2. Big Lake with the lead. This ball is inbounded here to Cooper Nowak. Nowak takes it up the court, drifting towards the far side. Pauses, gives it off in the corner there to Shimming. Shimming now at the top of the key for, that is not Williams, that is number 35. And 35 is Cooper Drews. So Cooper Drews with 2 and makes it a 1-point game now for Princeton. It's 5-4. And now all of a sudden, the Hornets go down and score another 2 points to make it 7-4. Quickly going, Drews gives it inside to Hallberg. Hallberg giving it inside now for Hallberg. He puts it up and in for 2. Makes it 7-6. Big Lake still with the lead. And this ball nearly stolen away by Princeton, but Big Lake will get it back. Driving towards the basket is O'Brien. Gives it off on the far side here to Layton. Layton back towards the top of the key to Coons. Coons gets it on the far side. Looking to drive inside. He's just going to pull up from just inside the perimeter. And Coons for 2 makes it a 9-6. Nowak gives it off on the far side, driving in. Can't see the number, and that's going to be stolen away by from Drews by the Hornets. Stolen away by Layton, I believe, and that is too far. Rebounded here by Princeton. That's Cooper Drews who gets the rebound, driving in, nearly got it stolen away, but the charge going to go against Princeton. So the offensive charge will give a foul here to the Tigers. Not sure who that was on. Shimming, I believe, got the foul, but Big Lake with it, driving inside. That's O'Brien. O'Brien no good on the shot, rebounded there by Hallberg. And the Tigers take it out. Nowak quickly up to the basket. That shot is no good. Rebounded there by Hallberg, up and in for 2. Makes it a 1-point game once again, 9-8. Big Lake still with the lead. It's Carson Coons. Coons with it into the near side corner to Layton. Layton tries to get around the defender. He'll give it back to Coons. Coons drifts towards the top of the key. Nearly had it poked away. Drives inside, gives it off on the far side for 3. That is absolutely drained by Mitchell Hill. And that makes it 8-12. Now inside and nearly stolen away, poked away there from Stay. And now the 2 for Drews is no good. Just off the mark, rebounded here by Big Lake. And Carson Coons takes it up the court. He finds a lane. He drives inside, puts up just a little bit of a floater inside for 2. And 14-8, the Hornets quickly with a 6-point lead. Cooper Nowak gets it up the court, gets away from one defender. Now driving inside, he'll put up a layup off the glass, in for 2. And that makes it 14-10. Big Lake with the lead. Layton, that's Hill. Hill up the court with it on the near side. Pauses just for a moment, trying to get around Nowak. Nowak guarded well, but I don't know how Mitchell Hill got that one to fall, but he did. Makes it 16-10. Just a nice shot there from Hill. Nowak with it on the near side, drifting towards the top of the key, directing traffic, looks for a screen, stops, gives it back, and it is stolen away from Drews by Layton. Layton will take it to the basket, puts it up and in for 2, making it 18-10. All of a sudden, a 8-point lead for Big Lake early on over Princeton. Nowak on the far side to Stay. Hayden Stay gives it back to Nowak. Now inside for Hallberg, and that is to Shimming inside, who puts it up and in for 2. 18-12, Big Lake still with a 6-point lead. Coons with it on the near side, looking to drive inside on Stay. Now gives it off to a step, and no good, but he was fouled. And I think they're going to get the foul there on Hallberg. Hallberg gets the foul, and that will send Joe Step to the line. for 2. 18-12, the Big Lake lead. 12:30 left in the first half. Shot is up and no good by Stepp. Score stays 18-12. Checking into the game for Princeton now is number 2, Zach Anderson. Stepp, his second one is also no good. Rebounded there by Hayden Stay. Hayden Stay, he'll give it up the court here to Anderson. Anderson at the top of the key. We're going to get a foul on Princeton. That'll turn the ball back over to Big Lake. Another foul on Hallberg. So the Princeton Tigers quickly with 3 fouls, trailing 18-12 with 12:20 to go. With it now is O'Brien. Bryan going to take it to the basket. He puts it up and in for 2. And it's 20-12. Big Lake up over Princeton. Quickly up the court, though, goes Drews, gives it off to Stay. Stay gives it off now to Anderson on the far side, gives it to Nowak. Nowak at the top of the key, drifting towards the near side, trying to drive inside. His shot is up, off the glass, and in for 2. Nice shot by Nowak there, just getting through the traffic and laying that one in for 2. 20-14, just under 12 minutes to go. O'Brien up the court with it, nearly had it poked out by Anderson, and now he'll give it off to 23. That's Hayden Thiek. Now with it, driving inside. The shot is no good by Coons. Rebounded there by Hallberg. Giving it up to Nowak. Nowak wanted Stay. Instead, he'll give it off now to Anderson. Anderson on the far side. Riffs towards the top of the key. Now he'll stop on the far side elbow. Waiting for the offense to set up, looking for a screen there from Hallberg, and he'll give it off to Drews. Now to Hayden Stay. Hayden Stay gets around one defender, drives inside, puts up a little floater, in for 2 from Hayden Stay. Makes it 20-16 with 11 minutes to go here in the first half. This ball nearly stolen away by Nowak. It gets all the way to Coons. Coons now back to O'Brien. O'Brien on the near side here for 3 from Layton. Oh my goodness, what a 3 that was. That makes it 23-16. Nowak up on the offensive side of the court on the near side. Gets a screen, drives, and he'll hand it off to Hayden Stay. Hayden Stay tries to go inside. Nearly had it stolen away. Hallberg, though, nice job to hold on to that one. And then we're going to get a foul here on Big Lake. Big Lake with their first foul. I believe I heard Coons with the first foul for him. And checking into the game for the Tigers is Aaron Kekal. Inbounded here to Drews. Drews no good on that shot, and it is rebounded by Hayden Stay. Up and in for 2. Hayden Stay with the rebound plus the and 1. Makes it 18-23, and Hayden Stay with the possible 3-point play. Hayden Stay got the rebound plus the shot to fall and the and 1 now, trying to make it a 3-point trip. Shot is up, and it is good. It's a 3-point play there for the Tigers. Trailing now by 4 with 10.5 to go. O'Brien takes it up the court here for Big Lake. He's just going to pull up from short. No good. He gets his own rebound. Now backs it out there, and his shot is no good. Hayden Stay will come down with the rebound for Princeton. He gives it off to Anderson. Now back to Stay. Stay on the near side. Directing traffic, he'll give it off to Drews. Drews pauses, gives it off to Anderson on the far side. Now to Nowak. Nowak pulls up from 3. That is just off the mark, and trying to grab it was Drews, but, no, that is Kekal. Kekal couldn't grab it, and it goes out of bounds, and it will go back to Big Lake. They lead by 4 with 10 minutes to go in the first half. Trying to get around the defenders, driving inside, shot is up, and no good there by Hayden. Again, Thiek. He was fouled. Anderson gets the foul there for Princeton. That'll be their team's 4th. And Hayden Thiek, I believe, to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and no good. Just a little too much on that one. No good on the first one, and checking into the game here is Evan Schimming for Princeton, as well as number 30, Owen Layton for Big Lake. And it's Hayden Thieck at the line, and his second one drops. It's one of two there, makes it 24-13, or 19, excuse me, a 5-point game. 5-point lead for Princeton. Nowak, and that ball to Hayden Stay was stolen away, and it should stay with Princeton as it goes out of bounds. It will. It was tipped, though, there by Mitchell Hill. He got the hand on it, and luckily it goes out of bounds, and Princeton will retain possession. Schimming on the boundary on the opposite side. He'll inbound it to Nowak. Nowak gives it back to Schimming. Schimming trying to get around the defender, gives it back to Nowak at the Cambridge Isani logo. Now back to Schimming. Now off to Hayden Stay. He drives inside. Shot is up. Nice hesitation on it. No good. Rebounded there by Kekal. And Kekal now off to that is Drews for three. 24-22, and Princeton has made it a 2-point game. I said Cambridge Isani because we're in Cambridge Isani. Pass now off to Thieck, and Thieck will give it off here to Layton. Layton now back to Thieck. Thieck driving in. That's stolen away there by Kekal, and taking it up the court to Nowak. Nowak drives inside. He'll put up a little floater. No good. Hayden Stay right there for the rebound, but that's a little too little on that one. Not enough. Rebounded here by Big Lake, and then nearly stolen away by Nowak, but it looks like we're going to get a foul on the Tigers. Hallberg checks back into the game here for Princeton. 24-22. Big Lake with the lead, 8:50 to go in the first half. With it now is John O'Brien. Bryan gives it off to Coons on the far side. Goes inside to Step. Step all the way wide open on the other side for Layton. No good, and the rebound there by Hallberg. Hallberg gives it up the court here to Drews. Drews on the far side for three. No good, and race for the rebound, and looks like it's going to be last touch out of bounds by the Tigers. 8:26 to go, 24-22 is the score. Big Lake with the lead over Princeton in this Section 5 3A semifinal game. O'Brien will start with it here for Big Lake. Now he'll give it off to Step. Step wanted to drive inside, finds a lane. Off the glass, no good. And getting the rebound was Hallberg. Hallberg to Nowak. Nowak up the court with it for the Tigers. Nowak driving inside on the far side. Instead, he'll fake the bounce pass there to Kekal, and he'll hold on to it. Drews with the shot, no good, and that's rebounded by Hill. Mitchell Hill with the rebound there for Big Lake. He takes it up the court for the Hornets. He gives it off to Step. Step pauses on the near side, trying to drive inside, and he does. Stops, shot is up, no good. And we got a travel on Step. So I thought they were going to get a foul, but they call a travel on Joe Step before he shot the ball. And the Princeton Tigers catch a break. 24-22. Hornets with the lead. 7:45 to go. Cooper Drews up the court with it. Gives it off to Nowak on the near side. Nowak goes around the screen. Gives it off now to Hayden Stay on the far side corner. He drifts towards the top of the key. Now off to Schimming. Schimming looks to give it back to Nowak. He does. Almost a miscommunication. Nowak was going one way and the pass the other, but was able to get it back. Schimming now to Nowak. Now inside to Hayden Stay. Stay nearly lost the ball. Trying to get it off to his teammate. He does. Off the glass, no good. And a fight for the rebound. Going to be a jump ball. And the possession arrow will favor the Tigers. So the Tigers will hold on to it. With 7:14 to go, they trail by 2. Getting set to inbound are the Tigers. Nowak will inbound for Princeton. Nowak wanted to stay instead. He'll give it off to Hallberg. Hallberg on the elbow gives it off to Nowak. Now to Hayden Stay. Hayden Stay just inside the perimeter. Now to Nowak. Nowak finds a lane to the basket. Puts it up in for two. and Nowak will tie the game at 24. Cooper Nowak ties the game at 24, just under 7 minutes to go. Now on the far side, Carson Coons trying to dribble around the defense, gives it off to Hill. Hill back to O'Brien. Oh, and they're going to get a foul on Princeton. Nowak, I feel for him. That was a close one. I don't know about that one. I don't know if I'd say that was a foul. That's going to be their 6th team foul for Princeton, and they'll get set to inbound. Mitchell Hill will inbound to O'Brien. O'Brien at the top of the key, gives it back across to Hill. Hill on the far side elbow, gets the defender to jump just a little bit, pulls up from short, puts it in for 2. Makes it 26-24, and the Tigers down by 2 once again. Nowak up with it, driving inside in the paint, now gives it off, and right back to Nowak from the pass from the corner from Hallberg. Now inside to Hayden Stay. Hayden Stay falling, gets it off the glass, no good. Getting the rebound is Hallberg, and looks like we're going to get a foul here on Big Lake. That's going to go against Stepp, his first, team's 3rd. Princeton will get set to inbound once again. It's Drews who will inbound. He gets it to Hallberg. Hallberg at the top of the key, gives it off to Hayden Stay on the far side elbow. And now with it, can't see the number from my angle, that's number 10. And number 10 is Graham Peterson. With it on the far side now is Hayden Stay. He falls to the court. Fans want a foul, they're not going to get it. Drews now to Graham Peterson, no good, and the rebound there by Coons. Quickly up the court goes Coons, and he drops it in for 2. That makes it 28-24. Fight for the ball, and looks like Princeton, it looks like they had it back, but they're going to say that he was out of bounds when he got it. And that was Drews who got it back, but he was on the boundary line, so it's going to go right back to the Hornets of Big Lake, who lead 28-24 now with just under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Just an unlucky break there for the Tigers. O'Brien here will inbound to Stepp. Stepp at the top of the key. He's going to pull up from 3. His shot is off the mark, no good, and Nowak gets the rebound. Trailing by 4, 5.5 minutes to go. Princeton takes it up the court. Nowak finds a lane to the basket. Easy lane for 2 from Cooper Nowak. 28-26, and stolen right back here. Hayden Stay puts it up and in for 2, and we have a tie game once again. That steal by Cooper Nowak ties this game up at 28 with 5:15 to go. Driving inside, gives it off to Stepp on the far side. Now to Coons. Coons off to O'Brien. O'Brien on the near side elbow. Gonna drive inside, stops. Looks for anyone to pass it off to. That ball is tipped and stolen away by the Tigers. That's Cooper Drews who will get credit for the steal. Nowak with it up on the far side. Gives it off now to Graham Peterson for 3. That's off the mark, and getting the rebound is Mitchell Hill. And now we get a whistle. And I believe we got a timeout called on the court. A timeout on the court. Not sure who that one was called by. Did not see. I believe that was called by Big Lake. It was. So Big Lake with the timeout called. And again, the winner will go on to next Friday and play against the winner of the game happening after this one between Becker and Monticello. Again, the game after this one will determine who the winner of this one will play next Friday, right back here at Cambridge-Isani High School. Of course, the Cambridge-Isani AD, Mark Solberg, retiring after a long time of being here. He was not only the AD here, but he's been a coach in multiple sports, and I've had the opportunity and pleasure of working with him many times before, and just want to thank him for always helping us out while we've been here and broadcasted, and just being so kind and always helping us out with whatever we've needed. So thank you so much to Mr. Solberg, and good luck on whatever retirement brings him. But in our game right now, Big Lake and Princeton tied at 28. The winner moves on to next Friday, right back here at Cambridge Sandy High School. About 4.5 minutes to go. O'Brien with it. He's going to pull up from long three on the elbow on the far side. This rebound being swatted around, but getting it is Stepp. He puts it up and in for two. Joe Stepp, his first points of the game, make it a 2-point lead for Big Lake once again. Cooper Drews with it. He pauses. He'll lob it to Nowak. Nowak now on the far side to Shimming. Shimming dribbles out of the far side. Now on the elbow. Goes back to Nowak on the near side. Nowak directing traffic. Gets a screen from Hallberg. Goes inside to Hayden Stay. Now back out to Shimming. Now to Nowak. Nowak on the far side elbow. He'll pull up from long three. That is just off the mark. And Shimming gets the rebound. Drews for three. That's just off the mark. Hayden Stay with the rebound. He puts it up and in for two. Hayden Stay with the rebound. He put it back up and in for two. We'll tie it at 30. 30 all, and now O'Brien for three. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a three there from O'Brien to give Big Lake a 3-point lead. Nowak with it, trying to find a lane to the basket. He does, and another lay-in for Cooper Nowak. Princeton trails by one, 33-32. Quickly up the court goes Mitchell Hill. Hill trying to get around the defender Shimming. He'll give it off now to Stepp. Stepp back at the top of the key. On the far side to Owen Layton. Now to Carson Coons. Coons will give it back to O'Brien. 3:08 to go. A 1-point lead for Big Lake. O'Brien drives inside. Shot is up and no good. Hayden Stay right there for the rebound. He passes it to Nowak on the near side. He'll jog it up the court. Just under 3 to go. Nowak looking for Drews. Instead, he'll fake it to him. Now give it off to Shimming on the far side elbow. Shimming wants a screen. Instead, he'll look to hand it off here to Nowak. Nowak back to Shimming. Shimming now on the near side elbow. Trying to get around one defender. Gives it off to Cooper Drews. Drews, he'll pass it. Now inside to Hallberg. Now back out to Drews. Drews, step back, three. No good, off the mark, and O'Brien with the rebound for Big Lake. 1-point deficit here for Princeton, under 2.5 to go. Coons takes it inside, puts it up, no good. And the rebound there by Hallberg. Gives it off to Cooper Drews. Drews gets around one defender, gives it off now to Shimming. Shimming now to Nowak. Nowak trying to drive inside. That shot is almost good. He got bumped pretty hard, and he had his back to the basket, threw it just up a prayer and almost got it to fall. Rebound, though, by Big Lake. And the Tigers trail by one with 2 minutes to go. 33-32, Big Lake with the lead over the Princeton Tigers as we approach halftime here in this game. Bounce pass inside, and this it is stolen away by Hayden Stay. Nice job there by Stay to keep that alive from going out of bounds. Nowak with it up the court. Nowak wanted Drews, now gives it off to Hallberg, now to Hayden Stay on the far side. Hayden Stay going to drive inside. He pulls up from short, off the glass, no good. Doesn't get the roll, and O'Brien gets the rebound there for Big Lake. 1.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Princeton still trails by one, 33-32. O'Brien looks like he's going to waste some time. He stands at the Cambridge Isani logo, now gives it off to Stepp. Stepp looking to drive inside. His shot is up, and no good, but he was fouled on the play, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. 33-32, 1:19 to go in the first half. Foul here on the Tigers. That'll give them now 7 as a team. 1 minute, 19 seconds to go in the first half. Big Lake up by one. Princeton, they've had opportunities, just can't close that gap. And Stepp makes the first, and it's 34-32. Couple of substitutions here. Looks like Hallberg, and did not see the other Princeton Tiger who checked out, but in for them are Zach Anderson and Aaron Keekall. Steps up and in for two on both. So it's 35-33, and Zach Anderson pauses, gives it to Nowak. Nowak takes it up the court. Now drives inside, leaping up, no good, and he's going to get fouled on the play. He leapt from what seemed like the free throw line and almost got it to fall. This foul on Big Lake is their team's fourth, 1:09 to go. Princeton trails by 3. Nowak at the line to shoot 2. First one's up and good. And that's 35-33 now. Nowak is good on the first. Big Lake going to switch around their men on the attempted rebound, and no need. Nowak makes both. And it's a 1-point game once again, 35-34, 1:05 to go here in the first half. Princeton trails by 1. O'Brien has it for the Hornets, standing at the Cambridge Isani logo. He'll hand it off to Coons. Coons looking to get around Nowak. He has it poked out from behind, stolen away, and quickly back up to Nowak. Up and in for 2, and this is the first lead for Princeton here tonight. 36-35, they lead with 40 seconds to go. And that's stolen away again, this time by Anderson. Up, oh, no good, but Hayden Stay right there for the rebound. He puts it back up and in for 2. Hayden Stay, a rebound, puts it up and in for 2, and they lead now 38-35. Princeton quickly back on the lead, and with 25 seconds left, we get a foul here on Princeton. Not sure who that foul is on, but it is on Princeton, their team's 8th. And Big Lake will be at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Player's number is just off to the side, so I cannot see. And that is Aiden Theek, who makes the first. And it's 38-36.
Hey, Brody, why don't you guys go to concessions now while it's on busy?
Second one is up. It gets the kind roll, and it makes it a 1-point game. 38-31 is the lead here for Princeton with 25 seconds to go before half. We get a whistle, and I think the Tigers substituted in. They did. They substituted back in Cooper Drews. Gives it off to Nowak. Nowak will slowly take it up the court and try and waste as much time as he can to take the last shot here for the Princeton Tigers before half. They lead by 1. They got their first lead off of a steal from Cooper Nowak. And, no whistle. No whistle, and now up the court for 3. No good. Wow, I thought that we were going to get a whistle there. Looked like they got more than just the ball, did Big Lake, but refs did not see it that way, and we go to halftime. Halftime here at Cambridge Isani High School in this Section 5 3A matchup between the Princeton Tigers and Big Lake Hornets has the Tigers up 38-37 over Big Lake. We'll take a commercial break here, some word from our fine sponsors, and when we come back, we'll recap the first half, give you our stat leaders for the first half as well, and then give you the keys to the second half. You're listening to Boys Section Playoff Basketball here on Nice 95.5.
Spirit River Yoga and Massage in Princeton promotes health and wellness through yoga and massages. Sunday Spirit workshops and classes called Yoga Calm for Kids. Yes, kids. It's a 6-week series starting the first week of April. This is for ages 3 to 7 and 7 to 10. Get signed up now for Sunday Spirit workshops and Yoga Calm for Kids. Many other classes offered for adults all week long too. Visit us online at spiritriveryoga.com for more details. Come get your yoga on at Spirit River Yoga and Massage today.
Insurance. It's something you don't want to think about, something you hope you don't have to use, and it's something you definitely don't want to overpay for. Are your rates too high? That's where Bozeman Newton Insurance Agency can help. If you haven't shopped around for insurance for a while, you may be shocked to find out how much you're overpaying every month on your insurance. Let Bozeman Newton Insurance Agency help you find the best rate for your auto, home, business, recreational, or life insurance. Rates too high? Call or visit Bozeman Newton Insurance Agency today.
When you're ready to get engaged, make sure to shop Chilson Jewelers in downtown Cambridge for a wide variety of both natural and lab-grown diamonds. Why a lab-grown diamond? Lab-grown diamonds are eco-friendly and have all the same characteristics as natural diamonds. Plus, you could save up to 50% by choosing a lab-grown diamond for your center stone. When you're ready to take the next step in your relationship, find the perfect natural or lab-grown diamond at Chilson Jewelers, your custom design specialists in downtown Cambridge.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance today at townandcountry-ins.com or stop in our offices in Finlayson, Hinckley, and Mora.
So you have found the one, and now you're looking for an engagement ring as unique and one of a kind as she is. For over 45 years, Chilson Jewelers in downtown Cambridge have been bringing couples closer together with our vast, beautifully designed bridal selection. Our custom design specialists will help you every step of the way, ensuring it will be the ring she has been dreaming about. Chilson Jewelers, your custom design specialists in downtown Cambridge.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique, specially trained approach to orthodontic treatment with Invisalign and braces. They love getting to know their patients personally and take the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best treatment possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see if Embrace Orthodontics is right for you. More online at embracemn.com.
Let me ask you a few questions. Are you looking for a new home? Have you been looking at listings not finding what you want? Have you found a home, fallen in love with the home and location, and then bam, you're outbid? Maybe multiple times. Maybe it's time to look at a new home. Brand new. A floor plan designed to fit your lifestyle, your needs. I'm talking about factory-built homes, modular and manufactured. It is a perfect time to stop in and see the experts at Factory Home Center. Do not be outbid again.
Hanson Power and Lighting is your complete service electrical contractor, servicing residential and commercial for service calls, remodels, and new construction in your community. Now offering backup generator setups, electrical vehicle chargers, service upgrades, and underground feeders to outbuilding and pole sheds. Have an electrical project that needs a professional to handle it? Then let the experts take care of it for you. That's Hanson Power and Lighting. Give them a call, 612-369-5991. Back here on 95.5 FM, KBEK. The Princeton Tigers got their first lead of the game late here in this one with about 30 seconds left. And they held on to that lead, but man, what a game it has been here in the first half between these two teams. Big Lake got out to the early lead, and they never looked back until, like I mentioned, the last 30 seconds. And my goodness, it has been such a back-and-forth game. The largest lead by Big Lake in the first half was 6 points. And it looked like they might be able to build on that and push it to a 10-point lead. But Princeton was able to come back and score and keep it within that 6 points. But the turnovers have mounted up on both sides. There haven't been too many, but they have just come at really inopportune times and have been huge for both teams because the Princeton Tigers had two of them. They stole the ball away twice, and they scored on both of those, and that's what helped them get a 3-point lead. And then, of course, Big Lake was able to come back and hit 2 free throws and make it a 1-point game once again. But, yeah, what a game it has been. I mean, you look at it, looking in the first half here for Princeton, they had 6 first-half steals. Again, these are unofficial stats. I do the best I can to keep up with the game and write down stats and plus run the scoreboard here on the computer. But, yeah, so 6 first-half steals for them, and they really did a good job. And they scored off of most, if not all of them here in the first half. And that's really what kept them in it, and I think if they didn't get half of the steals, they might be looking at still a deficit. I don't think it'd be 10 points, but I think they would go into halftime with a deficit, trailing the Big Lake Hornets, but they were able to get that lead late here in this game, or in the first half, and I think coming out of the second half, Princeton is going to look to do just that. Obviously Cooper Novak, and I apologize, I've been saying that wrong the entire first half. It's Novak. Not Nowak, it's Novak. So Cooper Novak has 16 points there in the first half, and he's really been the ball handler for him, but they've really done a good job of getting offensive rebounds. And Hayden Stay, he has 7. Ben Hallberg has 7, and then you spread them out throughout the rest of the guys who have been out there. But they've just done a good job of getting the ball to the net, getting underneath the net, and grabbing rebounds. Where they're kind of struggling is when Big Lake is driving down quickly towards the basket. That's where the fouls are coming for Princeton, and they just don't have an answer for that right now because Big Lake, that's how they got that last foul to be able to go to the free throw line to be able to get those 2 points that they did to make it a 1-point game here at halftime. But Princeton still with the lead, 38-37 right now. The scoreboard currently not working. It looks like we have about 3 minutes left here at halftime, but the player part of it and the score part of it not working as of right now. So hopefully they'll get that back up and running here before too long. But the Princeton Tigers make their way back out of the locker room to get back out on the court and warmed up, and it's been a fun one. It's been a extremely fast pace. I'm not used to this kind of pace here. I mean, I've seen some quick pace games in this year between the teams that we have covered, and I just don't think I've seen this quick of a pace yet. And it helps that you've got guys out there who are 6+ feet, and their average, is about 6 feet, 6'1" for the Hornets, and about the same for Princeton Tigers. So it's when these guys get moving up and down the court, they're not easy to stop. And like I mentioned, Princeton just had a hard time with Big Lake when they were driving inside, and they were driving so hard. Princeton just didn't have an answer to stop them because they didn't want to get the foul, but they drew a couple of fouls, and give credit to Big Lake for doing that. They were able to drive inside. They knew exactly what they wanted to do with Princeton, and they knew that Princeton didn't want to grab those fouls, so they knew where to hit them and where they didn't want to be hit, and that's what they did. And for Princeton, though, man, can they move so quick. And just when it looks like they're not going to be able to grab a rebound, you got Hayden Stay or, even Cooper Drews or Hallberg down there, who just somehow, I don't know how, but they must have stickum on their hands or something, but they are able to come down with the rebound and get a quick shot back up into the net. And that has been a huge part of their success in this first half, is when they do miss, they're getting the offensive rebounds and quickly putting a shot back up into the basket, and they're getting the shots to fall. They're not just getting the rebound and just throwing up a shot. No, they're getting the rebound and getting the shot to fall after the rebound. So I think for Princeton, they're going to have to do just that, keep getting those offensive rebounds. And then on the defensive side of things, I think you just got to let the play come to you, kind of maybe give them just a little, one more step of room. I know they have given them some room on the defensive side to shoot, but maybe just give them that extra step, just to give yourself a little bit more room so as you don't draw the foul and maybe have a chance at blocking, because we've seen a couple of fouls here on Princeton come on the block when they've attempted to block the shot of the Hornets. They've gone over top and swatted it away, and that's where a couple of fouls have come here in this first half for the Princeton Tigers. So I think if you're Princeton, maybe just give them just that one little step. That way you have room to be able to swat that ball or come up and get the block. So, but I could be just well off, and we'll see what Princeton does. Of course, Big Lake trails by 1, but they held the lead for about 17 and a half minutes there in the first half. And Princeton, you could tell that Princeton was never going to be down by too much, and you could tell that no lead that Big Lake had was insurmountable, because Princeton was just moving so quickly and so smoothly. And that's another thing Princeton's offense did so well, is they moved smoothly. Nothing looked like a knee-jerk reaction. Nothing looked forced. It didn't ever look like they were out of their element there on offense or defense. They just did it so smoothly. They never panicked, and I think that you got to keep that going here for Princeton on offense here in the second half. Like I mentioned, on defense, maybe just give them that one extra step, but guard that perimeter, because we've seen Layton as well as O'Brien and Hill even pull up from deep three, and they've hit them. And I gasp sometimes at how deep they've been able to hit them here tonight. I mean, it's college, maybe even NBA three, so I think you're Princeton, make sure they're not getting any open perimeter shots, because they're not afraid to take those from deep. Big Lake will start with the ball in the second half. They're going left to right on your radio dial. Princeton will go right to left on offense. Now with it is O'Brien. He fakes the pass, and now he'll get it off here to Cade Layton. Now back to O'Brien. O'Brien on the far side. On the elbow, looks for a screen from Coons. Gets the screen, but he's guarded well. O'Brien, he'll go back to the far side elbow. He's guarded well, now gives it off. Far side corner, and that is poked away, but O'Brien gets it back. Shot is up, and plus the and one. O'Brien got it to fall, plus the and one. And the Hornets have the lead right back, 39-38. Not sure who that foul was on. That's going to be on Shimming. Shimming gets the Blue Jackets' first team foul of the second half. 17:28 to go, and O'Brien looking to make this a three-point play. And he does, gets the kind roll. Makes it 40-38. And it's Novak taking it up the court here for Princeton. Princeton at the top of the key, directing traffic. He finds a lane to the basket. He puts it up. In for two! I mean, Novak is just kind of almost unstoppable when he finds a little bit of a crease to run through. Because he's got some nice hands to get some spin on the ball to kind of force it to go whichever way he wants. That shot up, no good by O'Brien, rebounded by Hallberg. Him and Stay were just rebound machines in the first half. Novak with it, now on the near side elbow, drifting back towards the top of the key. Thought he had a crease. Instead, he backs it out on the far side elbow, gives it off now to Shimming. Shimming on the near side elbow. He'll hand it off to Novak. Novak stops at the elbow. Now going to drive inside. Gives it off to Hayden Stay. Hayden Stay thought about three, drives inside the paint. Now gives it off to Shimming. Shimming in the near side corner. Gives it back to Drews. Cooper Drews gives it to Novak on the far side. Novak gets a screen from Drews. He thought about three. We'll give it inside to Hayden Stay. Hayden Stay trying to get around the defender. Gives it inside here to Hallberg, who puts it up and in for two. And quickly, the Princeton Tigers regain the lead. But here goes Stepp quickly up the court for the Hornets, and it was stolen away by Cooper Drews. He just sat back and watched that one come to him, and then a foul here on Big Lake. And I believe that one goes against Cade Layton. It does. Team's first in the second half, and Novak gets the inbound here from Cooper Drews. He'll take it up on the far side of the court. Just towards back the top of the key, and again, the Princeton Tigers just move so smoothly, never panic, no matter what their deficit is or what the pace is at. And now it looks like Cooper Drews had it knocked out of his hands, but they're going to say it was last touched by Big Lake, or excuse me, by Cooper Drews. Drews is adamant that Big Lake touched it last, and I thought they were too. I thought they were the last ones to touch it, but refs don't see it that way. They're going to say it was last touched by Drews, and Stepp will take it up the court for Big Lake. Joe Stepp has it. He's going to drive to the basket. Shot is up, off the glass, no good, and Hallberg with the rebound for Princeton. Novak with it on the near side elbow. Looking, trying to take it inside, lost the ball, and it's Hallberg with it. Do we get a timeout? No, we get a jump ball, but the possession arrow favors the Tigers. Only one timeout used in the first half, and that was by Big Lake. No timeout there as the jump ball will stick with the Tigers. Stepp checks out, in for him is Owen Layton. Novak will inbound here for Princeton. Gets it to Hayden Stay in the near side corner. Trying to drive inside, puts up the shot, off the glass, in for two. Hayden Stay, a beautiful shot, and again, it's those shots that they just don't panic on. It looks like it's not even going to be close to going in, but just so smooth on their shots, and that one is well off the mark by Layton and rebounded here by Princeton. Novak takes it up the court here for Princeton. No good on his shot. Rebound still for grabs, but Carson Coons gets it for Big Lake. He'll take it up the court now for the Hornets. At the top of the key, working on Hayden Stay. Trying to drive inside. Spin move. Hayden Stay right there guarding, and the shot no good. Not a kind roll. Rebound there by Hallberg. Gives it off to Novak, now to Hayden Stay. Hayden Stay on the far side. He'll hand it off to Shimming. Shimming now to Hallberg, now to Novak. Novak looked for the screen. He drives just inside the perimeter, gives it to Shimming. Shimming tries to drive inside. He stops, and we get a foul on Big Lake. Big Lake wanted a travel there on him because his right foot slipped, but his left foot was still planted, and foul there is on John O'Brien. Team's second of the second half, 44-40, 14:47 to go. Novak will inbound. He lobs it out to Cooper Drews. Drews, step back three on the far side. Elbow, it's good! Cooper Drews for three, and a step back three at that. 47-40, Princeton with the lead. John O'Brien with it, and we're going to get a timeout here by Big Lake. And yeah, what a surge here to begin the second half from Princeton. My goodness. They led 38-37 at half, and they have gone on a 9-0 run after a three-point play to begin the half from Big Lake. And the Tigers up by 7 with 14:34 to go. Tigers trying to punch their ticket to the section championship next Friday, right back here at Cambridge Isani High School. Of course, they'll await the winner of the game after this one. The winner between Becker and Monticello. That game will take place right after this one at 8 p.m. And you look at this section, it's pretty much, it is. It's not pretty much, it is. This section right here, section 5-3A, is all conference opponents. So you've got Becker, Big Lake, Cambridge Isani, Chisago, Monticello, North Branch, Princeton, and St. Francis. The only two who actually aren't a part of this section are Cambridge Isani and North Branch. Only two not a part of this section. Cambridge Isani is actually in 4A. They're in Class 4A, I should say, Section 7. North Branch is in Section 7 of 3A, so two teams not in it, but man, what a section to play in. I mean, you had to play against all your conference opponents that you faced twice during the season, so you're very familiar with each other. John O'Brien will start with it for the Big Lake Hornets. He takes it at the top of the key, passes it across to Mitchell Hill. Hill now gives it off to Coons. Coons now to Owen Layton. Layton back to O'Brien. O'Brien steps back and he'll reset, gives it off to Coons now. Now to Owen Layton. Layton in the near side corner, drifts towards the elbow, passes it inside for O'Brien. O'Brien, gets pushed by Novak. And Novak, I don't think he necessarily meant to, but what he tried to do was get his hands up to block the shot, and unfortunately got a little bit more than he wanted to. So that'll send O'Brien to the line now for two. Shot is up, no good, off the front of the rim. Score remains 47-40 with 14:10 to go. O'Brien makes the second one, and it is 47-41, Princeton with the lead. Hallberg has it at the top of the key. He'll hand it off now. Cooper Drews, a deep three, no good. And the rebound there by O'Brien. For the Hornets, he gives it off to Coons on the far side of the court. Trying to get her around Shimming. Driving inside. Gives it back out to O'Brien at the top of the key. He wanted the three, but he's guarded by Stay. Now by Shimming. He stands at the top of the key trying to get around Shimming. He drives inside. Shot is up. No good. Rebound there by Cooper Drews. And he looks. He'll take it to the basket. Nice shot from Cooper Drews. Got that one to fall. The leap from well outside the paint, and he got it to fall. Those lengthy arms helped, and Coons will, get a kind roll on that one. Nice job there by Carson Coons. Makes it 49-43. Princeton still with the lead. Princeton 49-43 their lead. Novak gives it off to Hayden Stay in the near side corner. Novak now across to Shimming. Shimming on the far side elbow will hand it off to Cooper Drews. Drews stops, looks, goes inside to Hallberg, and that, oh no, they're going to get a charge here, a foul on Hallberg. Princeton fans don't like that one, and I'd say I'd have to kind of agree with them. He'll have to check out of the game. I believe that's his third, team's third. And checking into the game is Aaron Keekall. 49-43, Princeton still with the lead, 12:45 to go. Coons driving inside, shot is passed. He looked to go for the shot, instead he passed it out to Mitchell Hill, and he wasn't ready for it. It goes past him, out of bounds, and Princeton will get it back. 12:39 to go, 49-43 the lead here for the Tigers. Cooper Drews inbounds it to Novak. Novak up on the near side, finds a lane, and the spin that time not good enough, and the rebound there by Mitchell Hill for Big Lake. Into the near side corner now for Layton. He gives it back to Hill. Hill will take it towards the top of the key. Gets around one, now takes it to the basket. He gets it to fall. Mitchell Hill for two, makes it 49-45. Princeton still with the lead. Novak with it on the far side elbow, and the shot is up and good. Shot is up and good, make it 51-45 for the Tigers. And the shot, oh my goodness, up and good from O'Brien. O'Brien at an awkward angle, got it to fall, and it's 51-47. Hornets showing that they're not out of it yet. They're still fighting. Novak gives it off to Shimming now on the near side for Kekal. Kekal now back to Novak. Novak on the near side elbow. He'll pass it inside to Hayden Stay. Hayden Stay gets that one up and in, plus the and one. Hayden Stay got the shot to fall, and he looks for the three-point play. Foul is on Carson Coons. We'll get a couple substitutions here for Big Lake. Also checking back into the game is Cooper Drews. So Hayden Stay got the shot to fall, plus the and one here. Shot is up and no good. So he'll make two, and the rebound there by Coons. Coons will take it up the court on the near side now. 53-47, 11:20 to go. Coons going to drive inside on Stay. Shot is up off the front of the rim, no good. But getting the rebound, oh my goodness, was stepping. The three there. Not sure who that was by, but wow. Kekal fell hard to the court, and he's able to get up. Oh my goodness. I mean, he fell hard to the court, but again, he's back up and he is okay. The three there by Mitchell Hill makes it a three-point game. 53-50. Princeton Tigers with it. It's Cooper Drews. Drews has it. He'll pull up over the defender. Shot is no good. And getting the rebound is Kekal. Hayden Stay puts it back up and in for two. Plus the and one. 55-50. Kekal got the rebound. He gave it off to Stay. I believe that was on Coons again. Hayden Stay looks for the three-point play. He gets it. Makes it 56-50, a three-point play there for Hayden Stay. O'Brien drives inside. He lost the ball. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by O'Brien. And the Tigers get it back. They lead 56-50 with 10:45 to go in the game. Novak gets the inbound from Anderson. Novak will take it up the court now on the near side elbow. Trying to drive inside. Shot is blocked, but it's taken back by Cooper Drews for three. No good. And Joe Stepp, who got the block, gets the rebound and now works, trying to get the ball back up on the offensive side. He does. Now gives it off here to, again, Thick. Shot is no good there from Stepp. They're going to get a foul on Princeton. That's on Anderson. The team's fourth. 10:15 to go, 56-50, and Big Lake will inbound the ball. Shimming checks back into the game for Zach Anderson. 10:15 to go, 56-50. Princeton with the lead. This inbound to Coons just over the shoulder. He's able to pull it in. Now on the elbow, driving, has his back to the defender, nearly stolen away. Step with it, and he gets around the defender. Maybe could have been called for a foul, but he gets it to fall. It's 55-52, or 56-52. And now out to Cooper Drews for three. That's well short. Hayden Stay gets the rebound, though. Up and in for two. 58-52. The putback there by Hayden Stay makes it 58-52. 9:48 to go. And I do believe we get the first timeout called here by the Princeton Tigers of the game. We do, and Tigers will take the timeout, and while they do, we'll take an opportunity to hear a word from our fine sponsors.
Experience pure performance and exhilarating power with the full line of Yamaha YZ two-stroke bikes. Visit Larson Cycle today to explore what's new for 2022. The revised YZ125 makes for the perfect step-up machine, featuring an all-new engine, revised 6-speed transmission, new brakes and suspension settings, improved rider ergonomics with a new aggressive styling, and more. The YZ250 also delivers improved rider ergonomics, new front and rear brakes, updated suspension settings, and aggressive styling. For a truly race-inspired look, check out the YZ250 and YZ125 Monster Energy Yamaha Racing Editions. And for the next generation of riders, YZ65, YZ85, and the YZ85LW deliver big specs in a smaller package. Visit Larson Cycle, find your Yamaha YZ, and enter the victory zone today. Dress properly for your ride with a helmet, eye protection, riding jacket, or long sleeve shirt, long pants, gloves, and boots. Do not drink and ride. It is illegal and dangerous.
Back here on Nice 95.5 FM KBEK. Ethan Game Day Gilman here with you, and the Princeton Tigers lead 58-52 with 9:45 to go. John O'Brien takes it up the court for Big Lake. On the far side. Pauses, and now he'll hand it off to Thick, I believe is how it's pronounced. Now off to Layton for three. That's Owen Layton. Drops it in for three, and it's a three-point game. 58-55. Taking it to the basket, though, on the other side, and no good. A rare miss from Novak. Rebounded here by the Hornets, but then going the other way and taken away by Princeton. The pass was a little bit long for Big Lake, and getting it back was Cooper Drews. Shot is up, no good, and getting the rebound is Owen Layton, and then the pass was blocked and stolen away by Novak, and then they're going to say it went out of bounds off of Novak's knee. So the ball will go back to Big Lake, 58-55, just under 9 minutes to go here. O'Brien up on the far side. Gives it off to Coons. Coons steps, a couple steps back, now driving inside on Shimming. Shot is up, no good. And travel as the rebound was taken by O'Brien, but he fell to the court and did not dribble, and that's a travel. Princeton gets the ball back, 58-55, 8:36 to go. Big Lake does not like the call there, but I think that is the proper call. Inbound here goes to Shimming. Shimming will give it back to Novak. Novak on the near side. Gives it in to Hayden Stay. Hayden Stay trying to drive inside. He'll circle around the defender, He puts the shot up, no good. And Coons grabs it, and all of a sudden Princeton has gone a little bit cold shooting the ball from the field, and Coons will take it inside, bumps with Hayden Stay, and Stay can't believe it. I kind of agree with Hayden Stay. I didn't think that was a foul. They've been letting that one go all night. Well, they're going to get Hayden Stay on the foul, and Coons is at the line to shoot two. Shot is up and no good, so he misses the first one. Hill. Check back into the game here for Big Lake, and Zach Anderson will also check in for Shimming on the Princeton side. 58-55, 8:10 to go. Coons gets the second one to fall, so he goes 1 of 2, and it's a 2-point game. The lead for Princeton, 58-56. Novak on the far side, gives it off for three. That's off the front of the rim, no good, but getting the rebound is Hallberg, and Hallberg, he turns around, puts up a hook shot. That's no good. He gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and in for two. And it's 60-56. Princeton with the lead. Trying to go inside. That ball nearly stolen away. And we're going to get a jump ball, and the possession arrow will favor the Hornets. So they will hold on to it, catching a break there on the Hornets. 60-56. Princeton with the lead, 7:44 to go. Coons will inbound, gets it off to O'Brien. O'Brien to Hill. Now inside for Coons. Now back out to Step. Step. Now to Coons. Coons. Drive inside, wanted O'Brien, gives it to O'Brien, gets a screen from Coons. He's going to drive inside the paint, shot is up and off the glass and in for two for Coons. Excuse me, that's O'Brien. 60-58. Novak with it, gives it to Drews. Cooper Drews looking to drive inside, spin around, turns up, and puts the shot up and in for two. Cooper Drews with the spinorama. 62-58. The Princeton lead with 7 minutes to go. Hill, the ball on the near side elbow, guarded by Novak. Now drives at the free throw line, gives it back to Coons. Coons pulls up from just inside the free throw line, and he drops that one in for two, and it's 62-60. Back and forth we go. Princeton still with the lead with under 7 minutes to go. Novak at the top of the key. Goes inside, puts up the shot off the glass, no good, and getting the rebound there is Stepp. Stepp spins around, puts it up off the glass, in for two, and all of a sudden we have a tie game. 62 all. As I mentioned, Princeton went a little bit cold for a couple minutes there, and that has led to Big Lake coming back and tying this thing at 62, 6:20 to go. Anderson to Novak, now to Hallberg, now to Novak again. Novak on the elbow. Gives it off to Zach Anderson. Anderson drives in, then stops, backs it out, gives it off to Novak on the elbow on the far side. And Hayden Stay looking for a foul inside. Hayden Stay gets the pass from Novak, rebound there by Hallberg, and no good on the shot. And now they're going to call Hallberg for a foul. Oh my goodness. And I thought that should have been either a foul or at least a jump ball, and refs don't agree. Interesting. Wow. Timeout called here by Princeton. They're looking to just settle things down and get back that momentum they once had. Things are tied at 62 with 5:53 to go. My goodness, what a back and forth match we have had here between Big Lake and Princeton. Princeton came into this game 24-1, but right now Big Lake giving Princeton everything that they can handle. Princeton has a 20-point win over Big Lake and an 8-point win over Big Lake, but I gotta say this is probably the closest matchup that they have had. Timeout called by Princeton. Again, probably just to kind of try and settle things down, get the momentum swung back in their direction. O'Brien will start with it for the Hornets. Up the court on the near side. Gets a screen from Stepp. Picks up his dribble, gives it off now to Cade Layton. Layton throws up a three off the front of the rim and rebounded there by Hayden Stay. Surprised they didn't get a foul there on Princeton, but Princeton catches a break. Novak gives it off to Hallberg. Now to Cooper Drews for three. That's off the mark. Rebounded there by Mitchell Hill. Yeah, Drews has gotten a little bit cold. He was getting those threes to fall, those long shots, and since he has not made one. Pass now to Stepp. Joe Stepp will back up on the near side. Gets a call from the coach, and now he drives towards the far side, steps back again. 5 minutes to go. Stepp drives inside. No. They're going to get a foul on Princeton on that one. I don't believe it. Did not hear who they got the foul on there, but that's the sixth team foul in the second half here for Princeton, and Stepp is at the line to shoot two. Wow. Shot is up and good from Stepp to make it 63-62. Big Lake with the lead once again. They held the lead for 17 and a half minutes in the first half and now have taken it back after trailing for 13 minutes here in the second half. He makes both. And it's 62-64 in favor of Big Lake. Princeton at one point had everything, and I mean everything going their way, but since it has been all Big Lake here. 5 minutes to go, and we got a whistle. I don't think we had a timeout call. Maybe we did. Not 100% sure why we've got a stoppage in play. No timeout was called. I believe we have something in the crowd or on the bench or something. One of the referees is talking with Cambridge Isani AD Mark Solberg. And yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Got a pause in the action, and AD Solberg is going to come towards the scorer's bench, or scorer's table, and I'm not sure what happened. Unfortunately, it looks like we got someone in the crowd who's unfortunately might be told to leave. Well, let's hope that's not the case. Let's hope he gets a warning first. It looks like he'll get a warning. Either way, we're back to action. Under 5 minutes to go. Novak with it for Princeton. Novak gives it off to Anderson. Anderson now to Hayden Stay. Stay gives it back to Novak on the near side. Novak picks up his dribble. Bounce pass to Hayden Stay. Now back to Novak. Novak for three. That's good! Cooper Novak for three will give the lead right back to Princeton, 65-64. Big Lake back up on their side. O'Brien going to drive inside, stops, gives it off to Coons. Coons on the far side elbow. Goes inside now to Stepp. Stepp spins around, puts up the shot, and it is got the kind roll. And that'll give the, oh no. No, they got the and one too. Oh my goodness. Foul on Princeton, their team's 7th. Go Stepp. Got the shot to fall and an and one. I didn't see the foul at all. 4:22 to go. And he got it to fall. 67-65. Big Lake with the lead. Anderson gives it off to Novak. Novak on the elbow on the far side. Will hand it off. He'll fake the hand off to Cooper Drews. Gives it to Hayden Stay on the inside, and I get a foul here on Stepp. The Hornets, their team 5th, as Hayden Stay will go to the line to shoot 2. 4:08 to go, and Princeton right now, it feels like for them, they have to make everything that they shoot right now. Hayden Stay got the first one to fall. 67-66. And does not get the kind roll, but the Tigers get the rebound. Novak to the basket, up and in for 2. 68-67. Oh my goodness, back and forth, 3:55 to go. Stepp with it for Big Lake up on the offensive side. Picks up his dribble, gives it off now to Cade Layton. Layton, he's been pulling up from deep three, so watch out for him. He has it, now gives it back to Stepp. Stepp at the top of the key, 3:40 to go. Inside for O'Brien. The shot is no good and then ripped away by Cooper Drews for the rebound. Drews double team, gives it off to Novak. Novak, he stops, gives it back to Drews. Drews from deep three, no good. And this one still up for grabs. Oh, and then we get a foul on Princeton. I think they got it on Drews. And because Big Lake is in the bonus, that will send, looks like, Stepp to the line for a 1-and-1, 3:20 to go. Princeton leads 68-67. Shot is up and good. Ties it at 68. Tied at 68 as Stepp made the first one, and we'll get granted a second shot. And he makes both. 68-69, Princeton trails to Big Lake. Novak at the top of the key. Drives inside, shot is blocked, but taken back by Hayden Stay, and then it's knocked out of bounds by Big Lake, and Princeton catches a break there. My goodness. They trail by 1 with 3:06 to go. Novak will get set to inbound for the Tigers. Tried to inbound to Cooper Drews, and then we're going to get a foul on Big Lake. I believe that is on Cade Layton. And then we get I believe we're going to get another foul here on Big Lake. We will. That one's on Layton. So that should put Princeton in the bonus, and to the line, Cooper Drews will shoot a 1-and-1. First one's up, no good. Hayden Stay. Rebound gets to Princeton and taking it to the basket. Getting it to fall is Zach Anderson. It looked like swatted in the face as he went up to shoot, but he got it to fall. 2:50 to go in this game. Princeton with the lead, 70-69. O'Brien drives inside, and no foul call there on O'Brien, and that probably should have been a charge, but no call there. They're letting these teams play it out. This is physical. Novak drifts to the far side, gives it off now to Kekal. Kekal back to Novak. Novak at the top of the key, wide open for 3, no good. And Cooper Drews gets the rebound. Cooper Drews, no good. And no foul call. Cooper Drews fell. It looked like he was fouled, and he missed the shot. 71-70, 2:23 to go. Evan Schimming checks back into the game. Big Lake with the lead, 71-70, with 2:18 to go in the game. O'Brien has it. Going to get around the defender, gives it off to Step. Now back to O'Brien, back to Step. They're going to waste some time here with 2:02 now down to 2 minutes. They're just going to dribble out some of this clock. Giving it off to Layton, now back to Step. Step, double team, gives it to O'Brien. They're going to waste as much time as they can. They're going to probably have to force Princeton into a foul, but Princeton not budging. Stay trying to get up on O'Brien, and now gives it off to Step. Step going to drive inside, now back out to Layton. It's blocked! But it goes out of bounds, so we'll stay with Princeton, but getting the block was Cooper Drews. 1.5 minutes to go, 71-70. Big Lake with the lead. Zach Anderson back into the game for Schimming. Drews got the block, but it stays with Big Lake as that block was out of bounds. Last touch by Drews, and Big Lake's going to get a timeout. Good awareness there from O'Brien. He was probably a second away from the whistle blown for a 5-second violation on the inbound, and he did the smart thing and just turned to the ref, called timeout. They've got now 2 left, does Big Lake. 1.5 minutes to go in this game. It's 71-70, Big Lake with the lead. Princeton putting their 24-1 record on the line here. I think a lot of people had them favored, but Big Lake coming in here saying, not so fast. 71-70, winner of this game moves on to next Friday. And we'll take on the winner of the game after this one, Becker and Monticello. Timeout called there by Big Lake. They'll take the full 60-second timeout. It's been a fun one, though, and a really fun one. Big Lake held the lead for really the entire first half, except for the last 30 seconds when Princeton took the lead. And then they trailed for about 13 minutes in the second half, and then since then it's been, they took the lead, but then it's been back and forth ever since that 5-minute mark in the second half. We're in for a fun finish no matter what. 1.5 minutes to go. Big Lake leads 71-70 over Princeton. O'Brien inbounds here to Step. He's guarded by Drews. And that's stolen away by Novak. Novak takes it to the basket. Oh, they're going to, oh, you're no way. No way. No, you, oh my goodness. They're going to call a foul on Princeton. No. Oh, that's a big miss. That's a missed call. And that should not have been a foul. That was a clean steal. That's a missed call by the refs on that one. Steps first one is up and good. Yep, that sucks for Princeton. But you got to play through it. 72-70, a minute 23 to go. Still plenty of time. Step. He misses the second one. And getting the rebound was Hayden Stay. Novak will take it up the court here for Princeton. Novak on the far side to Anderson. Now back to Novak, and going to get a timeout call here by Princeton. And 1:08 left. Big Lake leads 72-70. It's the 30-second variety here for Princeton. And wow. We're in for a wild finish in this Section 5-3A semifinal game between the Princeton Tigers and the Big Lake Hornets. Princeton, I think, came into this section tournament as the heavy favorite, but Big Lake coming in saying, hey, we've got the stuff to beat them. And so far, it's been back and forth. Really, neither team has had a full edge on the other, but Big Lake has led for a majority of this game. They led for 17 and a half minutes in the first half, and then ever since the 5-minute mark in the second half, they have been back and forth. They held the lead, and right when Princeton either takes a 1-point lead or ties it up, Big Lake takes it right back. This inbound is Zach Anderson. Now back to Novak inside for Hayden Stay. Hayden Stay, shot, oh good, he got the nice roll. That'll tie things at 72. Far from over. 72 all. Big Lake will take it back the other way. Under a minute to go. We're tied at 72. 50 seconds to go. O'Brien with it on the far side. Big Lake's going to look to dribble the rest of this clock. Maybe no. O'Brien's going to drive inside. Puts up the shot. It is good. And you don't want to do that if you're Princeton. 72-74. Quickly up the court goes Novak. Novak drops it in for two. 74 all. And we get another timeout here. And let's see who this one's called. I'm not sure who called that one. We will await the word. Looks like that was called by Princeton. They'll use a full one, and we'll take the time to get a word from our fine sponsors.
Keep it clean at Maytag Laundry, with locations in North Branch, Pine City, Cambridge, and Mora. Whether you have rugs that need cleaning, quilts, or comforters, no job is too big for the machines at Maytag Laundry. Your items will look brand new. Whatever you need clean, the machines at Maytag Laundry are up for the task. So when you need to keep it clean, look to the big machines at Maytag Laundry in North Branch, Pine City, Cambridge, and Mora.
Back here on Nice 95.5 FM KBEK. Princeton and Big Lake tied at 74 in this Section 5-3A semifinal game with 35.7 seconds to go. It has been quite a game, and you wouldn't want anything else for a semifinal game in the section playoffs than a game like this, to be close and coming down to the very, very end. 35 seconds left. We're tied at 74. Crowd is getting on their feet to support both sides. Princeton fans getting on their feet. Big Lake fans following in suit. They know what's at stake, and they know how good of a game this is. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stand so I can see the game, so I may not keep up with the scoreboard. I apologize. I'll keep you updated on the score. 20 seconds to go. We're tied at 74. Big Lake, O'Brien has it. Looking, gets around, gives it off now to Hill. Mitchell Hill, guarded by Novak, 12, 11, 10 seconds left. And we get a timeout here by Big Lake. 10.2 seconds. Big Lake looking to dribble off as much clock as they can. Probably take the last second shot and look to get a 3 to fall. Again, Mitchell Hill and Cade Layton have got some 3s to fall from deep. They haven't been close. They have been from deep. And we will see what the game plan is for both of these teams with 10 seconds to go. Tied at 74. What a half we have had, of basketball. At halftime, Princeton led 38-37, and now we're tied at 74. Back out of the timeout. Each team gets onto the court, and the fans are on their feet. 10 seconds to go for a chance to advance to the section championship game next Friday right here at Cambridge Isani High School. Inbound to O'Brien. O'Brien with 8 seconds, 7 seconds. He's going to drive towards the basket. He stops. Oh, should have been a travel call. Should have been another travel call. And they do get the travel call. He took about 3 extra steps on that one, plus a slip, and the ball will go back to Princeton. 3.8 seconds to go, and the Tigers will use their final timeout here in this game. 3 seconds to go, and Princeton will more than likely have the last shot to go to the section championship. Here we go. It's all going to come down to this. Princeton, Big Lake tied at 74 with 3.8 seconds to go. Princeton got the travel call on Big Lake there and will look to get the victory on the last second shot. I'm not sure who you give it to. Do you give it to Drews? Do you give it to Novak? Do you give it to Stay? I think it's going to be between those three, because those three have been hitting the shots. Of course, Hayden Stay has only 1 3 here tonight, but hey, you'll take anything. And it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do to inbound this ball, too, because with 3.8 seconds left, you're going to have to inbound it, pass once, and then take the shot. So I'd assume they're going to try and roll the ball. Of course, I don't know if that is true in high school, but the out of bounds is in play. So you can move up and down the sideline as long as you stay on the boundary. But, of course, that could just be for the pros. I know maybe I watched too many YouTube videos on things that aren't necessarily illegal to do, but may be an unwritten rule, kind of like the intentionally taking penalties by the Patriots a couple years ago to drain the clock. So here we go. Full court press put on by Big Lake. Hayden Stay looking, gives it off here to Anderson. Anderson, deep 3, no good. And the game is not over. The end of regulation has ended, but we're tied at 74. Yeah, that was tough there to see. Princeton really was facing a full court press from Big Lake, and I mean, I think they expected it, but I don't think they had guessed as to where that they would go with the ball, because Big Lake was kind of everywhere, and then by the time they inbounded, Hayden Stay had it, and then Zach Anderson took 2 steps and then had to put up the shot. It came up short, but that was tough. It looked like if maybe they would have come to the near side with someone and they would have got it open, but yeah, Big Lake was just, I mean, you got to give credit to Big Lake. They did have some pretty good defense on Princeton right there to guard them against the last second shot. So, man, the last 2 games I've done have gone into overtime. How fun. I did a game just the other day. I believe it was just yesterday over in St. Cloud, where Pine City and St. Cloud Cathedral went into overtime. And now this game going into overtime between Princeton and Big Lake. Princeton came into this game 24-1 in the regular season, Mississippi 8 Conference champs. And Big Lake, they fell to Princeton twice during the regular season, but they're trying to get a huge upset victory here tonight over Princeton. And again, I apologize if I don't keep up with the scoreboard. The fans are on their feet, as I think they should be. You know, this game is in overtime, and I don't know how you can sit with the game on the line. 4 minutes on the board here for this overtime period, and the tip-off is won by Hayden Stay. Nope, they're going to redo it. So we'll redo it. 1 second has gone off the clock, and they'll put that 1 second back on the board, and we'll redo. Hayden Stay pokes it twice, gets it to Novak. Fans are on their feet. Novak with it, trying to drive inside. He instead resets back at the top of the key, picks up his dribble, gives it off now to Aaron Kekal. Back to Novak. Novak goes to the far side, wanted to get it off to Cooper Drews. Instead, he'll give it to Kekal. Kekal now to Novak, to Hayden Stay, now to Novak again. Novak looking to drive inside, puts up the shot. It's in! And the first bucket of overtime goes to the Tigers, 76-74. Hill with it on the far side. Now drifts towards the top of the key. Driving inside. Stops, pulls up, gives it back to O'Brien. O'Brien on the far side elbow. Looking, gives it off on a deep three for, oh my goodness, Hill. And, well, that is exactly why you cannot give Big Lake any bit of space. Novak backed it out to Anderson for three. That's no good. Oh, and then he definitely traveled. Yep. Step got the rebound, but he fell to the court, didn't dribble it, and that's going to be a travel. So Princeton gets bailed out right there on the shot from Anderson. That was no good. And as I mentioned before the end of regulation, that Princeton was going to have to guard Big Lake pretty well because they have shown that they're not afraid to take the extra deep threes, and they've hit on them. 77-76. Cooper Drews for three. That is long and not even touching close to the basket. Carson Coons gets the rebound here for Big Lake. 77-76. 2:40 to go. And I think if you're Princeton, you cannot have that. You got to make a basket on every possession here, because now Big Lake will more than likely dribble as much clock as they can. 77-76. Princeton trails with 2:25 to go. Step. Looking to drive inside. And he traveled. Ball will go back to the Tigers. Princeton catches a break. 2:22 to go. 77-76. Big Lake with the lead. A trip to the section championship on the line. Novak takes it up the court. Gives it off now to Hayden Stay. Hayden Stay, he'll hand it off to Anderson. Anderson stops, gives it back to Novak on the far side. In the far side corner, Novak trying to drive it inside, and that ball was tipped, and oh, it was kept alive by Big Lake, and oh my goodness. That is the opposite of what you needed if you're Princeton. Coons trying to drive inside. Hayden Stay puts his body in the way. Nice job. Now under 2 minutes to go. Coons with it on the near side. Gonna take some time off the clock and slowly dribble, and now trying to drive inside. Shot is up, and no good. Getting the rebound is Cooper Drews. Drews will give it to Anderson. Now to Novak on the near side. Novak on the elbow. Thought about three. Drives inside. Gives it off to Cooper Drews. Cooper Drews inside to Hayden Stay. It was blocked and taken away by Coons. 1:24 to go. Princeton, just every time they've been trying to get that shot that they've made all first half, where they just drive inside and take a little layup or a hook shot, it has been blocked. And blocked there by Novak. Oh my goodness, they're going to say he got the foul. No way. No way. He got nothing but ball on that one. Oh my goodness. Well, that's going to be, I don't know if that's his fifth or not, as he comes to the sideline. I'm guessing he wouldn't check out of overtime even with 4 fouls, so I'm guessing he fouled out. O'Brien at the line to shoot 2, and the first one's no good. So a big break there for Princeton. 1:09 to go. O'Brien, second shot is good, so he makes 1 of 2, and it's 79-76, or 78-76, I apologize. Princeton with it, taking it up the court is Cooper Drews. Drews trying to drive inside, puts up the shot. It's no good, but he gets fouled. With a foul there on the shot, he'll go to the line to shoot 2. A minute left exactly in this overtime period. Drews is good on the first to make it 77-78. And he makes both. Got the kind roll to tie this thing at 78. 57 seconds to go. Big Lake has it. It's O'Brien. O'Brien shifts to the far side, hands it off here to Hill. Now gives it back to O'Brien. O'Brien on the far side. 45 seconds to go. Going to bring things back out towards the top of the key. Now gives it in the corner to Layton. Layton right back to O'Brien. 35 seconds to go. Big Lake will try and dribble as much clock as they can. He gives it off now to Coons. Coons going to take it inside. Shot is up. No good! Blocked by Hayden Stay. Cooper Drews gives it inside to Hayden Stay. Shot is up. No good. And the foul on Big Lake. And Hayden Stay will go to line to shoot two with 20.3 seconds to go. Hayden Stay got the block and then went down and drew the foul. Scorer's table wants something. And now the referees are going to come together to talk about something and be prepared to lose your hearing if this is reversed at all. I don't think it will be, but they're figuring out who was the foul was on. O'Brien going to get called for the foul, so they changed it. Again, Hayden Stay at the line to shoot two. First one's good! 79-78. Hayden Stay makes the first. Makes the second. Hayden Stay makes both. It's 80-78. Princeton with the lead. Fans are on their feet. 15 seconds to go. O'Brien with it at the top of the key. Wasting precious time. 10 seconds to go. Now going to drive inside. O'Brien, they're going to let him go. And he scores two. But it looks like we'll get a timeout here by Princeton. And I think in the overtime period you get one or two more timeouts. As Big Lake tied it back up at 80. 6 seconds to go. The timeout called there by Princeton. In overtime, Princeton, Big Lake tied at 80 with 6 seconds left in the Section 5-3A semifinal game. A trip to the championship game next Friday on the line. Oh my goodness, you can just feel everyone holding their collective breath here in this overtime period with 6.8 seconds to go. Tied at 80. And what a game it has been between these two teams. Big Lake has really shown out here in this game. They averaged only about middle 60s per game. Princeton averaged 84 points per game. But the playoffs bring out the best in everybody. Yeah, Big Lake averaged about 70. It was 68 on defense. That's what I was thinking of. They averaged 70 a game. Princeton 84. And 6.8 seconds to go. We're tied at 80, and Princeton could more than likely have the last shot. Cooper Drews will get set to inbound for Princeton. Full court press put on here by Big Lake. Drews inbounds to Hayden Stay. Gives it off to Drews. Drews on the far side. He dribbles it up. 3 seconds left. Over the defender. It's no good. Tipped back up, and this is no good, and we're headed for another overtime period. First OT wasn't enough. We're headed to the second overtime period, tied at 80. More free basketball for everybody to enjoy. And you could just feel everyone was ready to exhale their breath there as that shot went off, but it was just off the mark. And we are headed for overtime period number 2. Drews. That's exactly what Princeton could have, all they could have asked for there. The ball with 6 seconds left and the opportunity at the last shot, and unfortunately they just missed. I thought Drews maybe could have had one more step to take and then put up the shot, but he decided to go for it, and it was a smart idea because if he probably would have taken one more step, probably wouldn't have got the ball off in time. I think the time would have ran out, so did everything he could to get that one to fall. It was just off the mark. 80 all in this second overtime period between Big Lake and Princeton in this Section 5 3A semifinal game. The game after this one between Becker and Monticello. And again, the winner of this game will face one of them next Friday right back here at Cambridge Stanley High School. So here we go. Getting set for tip-off again. Hayden Stay and Coons at center court, and this time Big Lake will start with it. It's Stepp who got the tip, and now O'Brien has it on the near side, trying to drive inside, but guarded well here by Schimming. Now gives it off to Stepp, now to Coons, now to Layton. Layton back to Coons. Coons on the near side, he'll dribble it back towards the top of the key, gives it off to Stepp. 3:33 to go. Stepp gonna drive inside, spins around. He'll have to pass it off to someone, and he'll give it off to Coons. Coons on the far side, takes a couple steps back and waiting for the offense to set up. Now going in, stops, spins around, lost the ball, and I think they're gonna keep it with Big Lake. They will. Last touch out of bounds by Princeton. Princeton pleading their case that it was off of Big Lake. Looks like we get a timeout call here by the Hornets. Tom Critchley. Princeton head coach Brett Cloutier. A little bit upset at that call that it was last touched by Princeton. But while they take a timeout, we'll take a moment to hear a word from some of our fine sponsors. You're listening to Boys Basketball on Nice 95.5.
Great homes start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage from Northwoods Bank. Northwoods Bank is a community bank that knows the neighborhood. We have personalized home lending solutions, and with our rapid mortgage, apply online at northwoodsbank.com 24/7. Be approved in 20 minutes and be in your dream home sooner. Think local when it comes to your banking solutions. Northwoods Bank, we make it happen for you. Northwoods Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
Nice 95.5 FM KBEK. They're home for tonight's Section 5 3A playoff game between the Princeton Tigers and the Big Lake Hornets. Princeton definitely came into this one, I think, favored, but Big Lake trying to play upset. Princeton, a 24-1 record on the year, and they're putting that on the line now against Big Lake, who finished the year at 15-10. We're tied at 80. Big Lake will have it on the inbound with 3:15 to go. It's O'Brien who will get it into Coons. Coons gives it off now to Hill. Hill inside. That shot is up. No good! And rebounded here by Drews. Drews takes it up the court here for Princeton. He drives inside, puts the shot up. No good! Rebound! Fighting for it, and O'Brien will get it for the Hornets. And man, prime opportunity missed there by the Tigers. They could have had the lead and had all the momentum shifted their way after the missed shot by Stepp on the other side. Drews went down trying to get the shot, and the roll was just not kind to him off the rim. O'Brien gives it off to Stepp in the near side corner. He'll dribble out of the corner. Now to the elbow on the near side. Stepp trying to drive inside, spins around. Shot is up through traffic, no good! And rebounded there by Schimming. Schimming gives it off to Drews. Drews up the court. Drifts towards the far side, gives it off to Keycall. Now to Schimming. Now to Zach Anderson. Anderson will drift to the far side. He's trying to dribble inside. Gives it back to Cooper Drews. Drews, step back three. No good off the front of the rim. And Keycall got it back. Now taking it to the basket for two is Zach Anderson. 82-80. Princeton gets the first points on the board. Under 2 minutes to go. 1:50 to go. Now driving inside O'Brien. O'Brien gets around the defender. Shot up, and he got it to fall. We're tied at 82. 82 all as the Tigers take it up the court. Cooper Drews gets it off now to Shimming. Now to Keekall. Now to Drews. Drews, step back three on the far side corner, no good. And O'Brien gets the rebound here for Big Lake, and just can't miss those opportunities if you're either side, but Princeton had plenty, and I think you're okay because you know that you can create those opportunities. 1 minute, 15 seconds to go. We're tied at 82. O'Brien gives it off to Step, and they are definitely going to dribble time off the clock here. O'Brien now going to drive inside. Shot is up, no good, and the rebound by Hayden Stay. He'll give it off to Zach Anderson. Zach Anderson on the near side elbow, under a minute to go. Tied at 82. Zach Anderson trying to prevent a third overtime and send his team to the championship game. Zach Anderson definitely going to dribble out as much time as he can. He realizes that, hey, time is so precious and we've missed our last couple shots, so now Anderson will dribble out as much clock. Guarding him now is Hill. His coach telling him to come up on him and guard him a little bit tighter, so he has to do something with the ball. Under 30 seconds to go. Trying to get around the defender and passes it off now to Keekall, and somehow they avoided the over and back. Gives it back now to Anderson. Anderson, 15 seconds to go. 14. Trying to dribble around the defender. Anderson gives it off to Stay, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two. 9.3 seconds to go. Oh my goodness. Hayden Stay will be at the line to shoot two. And now a timeout called here by Big Lake. It's going to be a full one, and we'll take this opportunity to hear a word from some of our fine sponsors. You're listening to Boys at Section 5-3A Basketball here on Nice 95.5.
Pizza Barn in Princeton is more than just pizza. From roasted chicken and chocolate-covered cheesecake to gyros, soup, and sandwiches, the Pizza Barn is the place to stop. Not in Princeton? Check out their Facebook to see where their new food truck is at. Having a grad party this summer? Pizza Barn does catering too. Get creative. Sit down with the crew at Pizza Barn and create a meal to remember specific to your event. Your options are endless. Nothing brings people together like good food. Make it memorable with the Pizza Barn. Good food, good mood. Go Tigers!
Tigers are tied at 82 with Big Lake here in the second overtime period. And Hayden Stay, who recently drew the foul, will be at the line out of this timeout to shoot two. And these will be two very big free throws with 9 seconds left. Well, the question is, if Hayden Stay makes the first one, do you purposely miss the second one to try and get the rebound and dribble out the rest of the clock? I know that might be a hard thing to do because Big Lake has been pretty good at rebounding, but I mean, if you know that you're have a better chance of getting the rebound and dribbling out the rest of the clock to win, you might just have to. Hayden Stay, oh no, he misses the first one, and this changes it all. A Princeton alum, Joshua Miron, listening in, and he's on the edge of his seat as Hayden Stay makes the second one. 83-82, 9 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, and O'Brien gives it out now to Coons. Coons now off a deep three. It's no good, and Princeton is on to the championship game. The Princeton Tigers win it in double overtime, 83-82. Princeton Tigers get the one free throw by Hayden Stay that he made, and then Big Lake got it down quickly. The last second shot, no good from NBA 3 range and beyond. And Princeton is on to the championship game next Friday, right back here at Cambridge Isani High School. My goodness. What a game this was. Wow. This was such a fun one. 83-82, Princeton with the victory. And wow, what a semifinal matchup this was between Princeton and Big Lake. And if this is any indication as to how this championship game next Friday is going to be, wow. I'm telling everybody, you need to tune in because that is bound to be an absolute battle. So Princeton gets the victory here in the Section 5-3A semifinal game over Big Lake, 83-82. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll recap this game, let you know what's coming up for KBEK and WCMP tomorrow, and also who Princeton could be facing as well. You're listening to boys basketball here on Nice 95.5.
Premier Real Estate Services in Princeton wants to help you get into your forever home, cabin, or property you've been wanting to buy. From in-town or country living to waterfront properties, hunting shacks, or land, Premier Real Estate Services is your local realtor that will truly go beyond your expectations in finding your new home or selling your home. Visit them online today at premierhomesearch.com to view current listings or give them a call at 763-317-7517 to list your home today.
At Riverside Chiropractic and Acupuncture in Princeton, Dr. Rail is passionate about making people feel better through his chiropractic care. From adjustments to quality care for athletes of all ages. For acute pain to maintenance care, back pain and headaches, it's your chiropractic care for the whole family here at Riverside Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Also providing DOT, CDL physicals. Visit them online at riversidechiropractic.com or call 763-389-9242 today.
Rydberg & Sons is your local family-owned and operated excavation company. From Class 5 and custom gravel crushing to shoreline restoration, Rydberg & Sons are your guys. They'll also do grading, build site preparation, demolition, graveling of roads, and much more. Need fill? They got you covered from boulders or gravel to recycled blacktop and concrete. So whether you're building, demolishing, landscaping, or have a muddy driveway, call the crew at Rydberg & Sons at 320-629-2503. Rydberg & Sons, we move the earth.
Spirit River Yoga and Massage in Princeton promotes health and wellness through yoga and massages. Sunday Spirit workshops and classes called Yoga Calm for Kids. Yes, kids. It's a 6-week series starting the first week of April. This is for ages 3 to 7 and 7 to 10. Get signed up now for Sunday Spirit workshops and Yoga Calm for Kids. Many other classes offered for adults all week long too. Visit us online at spiritriveryoga.com for more details. Come get your yoga on at Spirit River Yoga and Massage today.
Insurance. It's something you don't want to think about, something you hope you don't have to use, and it's something you definitely don't want to overpay for. Are your rates too high? That's where Bozeman Newton Insurance Agency can help. If you haven't shopped around for insurance for a while, you may be shocked to find out how much you're overpaying every month on your insurance. Let Bozeman Newton Insurance Agency help you find the best rate for your auto, home, business, recreational, or life insurance. Rates too high? Call or visit Bozeman Newton Insurance Agency today.
When you're ready to get engaged, make sure to shop Chilson Jewelers in downtown Cambridge for a wide variety of both natural and lab-grown diamonds. Why a lab-grown diamond? Lab-grown diamonds are eco-friendly and have all the same characteristics as natural diamonds. Plus, you could save up to 50% by choosing a lab-grown diamond for your center stone. When you're ready to take the next step in your relationship, find the perfect natural or lab-grown diamond at Chilson Jewelers, your custom design specialist in downtown Cambridge.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance today at townandcountry-ins.com or stop in our offices in Finlayson, Hinckley, and Mora.
Back here on Nice 95.5 FM, KBEK. And the Princeton Tigers get the victory here in game number 1, 83-82 over the Big Lake Hornets. The Princeton Tigers will move on to the championship game next Friday, right back here at Cambridge-Isani High School, and they'll face the winner of this game between Becker and Monticello. And looking at these two teams here that faced off against Princeton during the regular season, I mean, Becker probably gave them their best run. But Monticello, Princeton only beat Monticello by 3 the first time and then by 23 the second time. So I think Becker might be the opponent that Princeton wants to be, or Becker wants to be the team that faces Princeton, because they probably give them the best shot at not getting to state. But Monticello, I think, is, Monticello is certainly not bad, but I think Monticello might be the one that Princeton would like to face more than they would Becker. Looking at the scoring leaders for this Princeton team, both Novak and Hayden Stay scored 27 points, 14 for Cooper Drews. Again, these are unofficial stats. These are really unofficial stats, so do not take them as 100% official. As I try to do my best keeping up with the game and scores and the stat sheet plus the scoreboard on the stream, but I do the best I can. Those are your scoring leaders for Princeton. On the other side for Big Lake, 22 points from John O'Brien, 15 for Mitchell Hill, and 13, or Joe Stepp had 16 and 13 for Carson Coons. It was a fun one here in this game, and my goodness, 14 rebounds for Ben Hallberg. He was a rebound machine for the Tigers, and Hayden Stay had 11 unofficially again. Very unofficial stats here for both of these sides, but again, do the best I can with what I've got. And Princeton Tigers headed to the Section 5 3A championship game next Friday right here at Cambridge Isani High School between either Becker or Monticello. And we will be back here to cover that one. That is the game that will send one of those teams to state, and that should be a fun opportunity as well. But we'll have to wait and see. And again, Princeton, what a second half. It was really back and forth there in the second half. Princeton led at halftime 38-37, and then Big Lake really kind of seemed to control the pace here in the second half and really kind of took the wind out of Princeton's sails and really just kind of bossed them around almost, and they really took control and made the pace, forced the pace their way. But Princeton, they were never out of it by any means. As I said in the game, Big Lake led 17 and a half minutes in the first half. They trailed the last 30 seconds of the first half. Then they came back in the second half and trailed for 13 minutes, and then at the 5-minute mark, Big Lake took the lead, and then it was back and forth from there on out. So Princeton, it was back and forth, but you just felt like it was one shot away for either side that they were going to take the momentum and walk away with this one. But it just kept going back and forth. And Princeton, they were able to get a couple of nice shots there and take the lead, and then Big Lake tied it up, and that's how we would end regulation, tied at 74 at the end. And Princeton did have a chance at the last shot in regulation. Then at the end of the first overtime, we were tied at 80, and Cooper Drews had a chance at the last second shot again on the far side from 3. He missed, so we were headed for a second overtime where only 5 points scored here in the second overtime between these two teams. And Hayden Stay got the final free throw for the point that the Princeton Tigers needed to get them the victory, as he got that one to fall, and then the Hornets dribbled it up the court, and on the far side they took that last well beyond NBA 3 range. It was off the front of the rim, and then Princeton could celebrate as they'll be on to next Friday, the championship game. They'll take on the winner of this game right here, Becker and Monticello. Well, for WCMP and KBEK coming up next, we've got some more basketball action tomorrow, playoff basketball action tomorrow, and it's going to be more fun tomorrow, as tomorrow we have Ogilvie taking on Barnum up at Hinckley-Finlayson High School. That's on this very station starting at 1 p.m. Then over on 100.9 FM at 2:30, we'll have Bram taking on Cromwell Wright, and that is boys basketball action. And then tomorrow, right back here on this very station at 4 p.m., Morrow will take on St. Cloud Cathedral, again at 4 p.m. at St. John's University, and that will be streaming live with video thanks to Wellia Health. So again, that is all that's coming up for us tomorrow. Over on 100.9 FM right now, the Bram girls basketball team taking on Nevis in their Section 5A championship game. Be sure to tune into that one. Adam Hefty on the call in that game. But again, the final here in our game, Princeton gets the victory over Big Lake 83-82, and they're on to the championship game next Friday. Want to thank all of our fine sponsors here for this game. Without them, we wouldn't be able to come out here and broadcast any of these games, so want to give a huge shout out to them. Bozeman Newton Insurance, Embrace Orthodontics, Chilson Jewelers, Larson Cycle, Rydberg & Sons, Town & Country Insurance, Northwoods Bank, Maytag Laundry, Pizza Barn, Hanson Power, Factory Home Center, Riverside Chiropractic, Spirit River Yoga, and Premier Real Estate. Thank you to all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this broadcast. Again, we can't do it without them, so thank you. A huge shout out to all of the fine sponsors who sponsored this broadcast. Remember to be kind to everybody because you never know what someone is going through, and your kindness could make their day. For Nice 95.5 KBEK, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night. To all of the fine sponsors who sponsored this broadcast. Remember to be kind to everybody because you never know what someone is going through, and your kindness could make their day. For Nice 95.5 KBEK, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night.